This is NBC6 South Florida Today.
Hi everyone, I'm Joel Conable and welcome to the Departure Lounge. You all know Paris is one of my favorite places in the entire world. It's also the fashion and beauty capital of the world, and nobody knows that better than my guest today, health and beauty expert Brian Durocher. Welcome.
Thank you.
People know you because you normally are on the 10 o'clock show doing what? Beauty segments?
Health, beauty, lifestyle, and in my travels looking for the best and the latest, greatest in health and beauty around the world, I get to do a little bit of traveling and share some of that information with you.
Okay, I know a lot of women are watching today, and Paris is the city of love. It's the place that most women want to go with a man they love. What do you love about that city so much?
Paris is magical. The aesthetic of Paris. When you travel throughout Paris, you have this beautiful look and feel to it. The wide boulevards, the Champs-Élysées, Boulevard Haussmann, if you're in the Latin Quarter, Saint-Germain. Just a terrific place, easy to get around, and the food, the clothing, the beauty, it's absolutely incredible.
I was there in September, and I would say around springtime and fall, probably the best time to go, right?
Perfect. I was there just in October, and I agree with you, and I was just in Paris last week, and this fall and the spring are the best times to go to Paris.
Summer is too hot.
It's too hot, and the Parisians, they check out and go down south for vacation for a good part of the summertime as well. So a lot could be closed when you're there in the summer.
And talking about Parisians, some people have heard that, and I actually heard this too, and I've been there a couple times, that the French aren't real nice to us. But that wasn't true at all. They are very nice to Americans.
Very nice. I've been to Paris 6 times, and I've never been treated in anything less than hospitable and welcoming by every person that I went and saw.
Okay, so it's easy to get to Paris. We flew Air France, but American flies to Paris from Miami. You can get some great airfares to Europe pretty much year-round, except for the summertime when it gets a little bit expensive. Tell us, once you get there, I would assume, I mean, the two best hotels I know are the Ritz and the George Cinq. Are those what you're thinking about?
Plaza Athénée.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
On Avenue Montand. Absolutely. Our viewers may know that from Sex and the City, the final episodes that were filmed there, as well as Meryl Streep stayed there in The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
A phenomenal hotel. Some quick highlights about the Plaza Athénée. Every guest who stays there gets a GPS that has 4 different languages and a direction guide for them, so no matter where they are in Paris, they can't get lost.
Okay.
If you have the 15,000 to 20,000 euros a night to stay in either the Royal or the Presidential suites, they have a partnership with Maserati, and you get your very own Maserati to use every day that you're staying there.
That's great.
And some neat little touches of what I like that they do in the summertime in the Cour Jardin, the little outside garden area. They have a geranium-infused champagne drink, a specialty of Alain Ducasse, a signature drink that's made there, as well as in the wintertime they have ice skating. So if their families are traveling, bringing their small children, there's a small little ice skating rink in the center of the plaza.
Okay, so some people watching you right now said, Brian, I don't have 40,000 euros or 20,000 euros to spend.
Yes.
So where would you stay if you didn't have that much money, but you wanted still a nice hotel?
You want a nice hotel, and especially if you want something that's more American-like in the size of the room and the features, look at the Renaissance and La Défense. La Défense is the business capital district right just outside of central Paris. The #1 metro can get you to and from within 10-15 minutes. Great deals, great rooms, and definitely more of an American feel to your amenities that you're looking for.
You just mentioned something that's very important to point out. The metro is probably the best way to get around Paris.
Yes, absolutely. Fast, easy, efficient. You can't get lost. And if you do, they speak English, and they're very helpful.
And very safe as well.
Yes.
Okay, if you really don't have a lot of money and you really want to save as much money as you can, where do you stay in Paris?
I would put that up as a tie between the Renaissance La Défense, or you could look at also the Le Jardin du Marais in the Bastille. Although, Joel, I have to tell you, I think this best-kept secret is now starting to be found out, because when I was there last week, it was packed, very chic hotel. I was there, it was 120 euros a night, and I think it's on its way up.
I see, because it's getting so popular.
Yes.
Okay, and that's a good piece of advice is don't necessarily just book these hotels on the internet. Talk to a travel expert, talk to a travel agent, because sometimes the pictures look nice on the internet pages, but then you get to a European hotel and the room is that big.
Yes.
Brian, thank you very much for your advice.
Weekend, Joel's Departure Lounge. He's answering your travel questions. Want to know the best cruise ships for families? Need to get help on a lower airfare? Well, can't find something we featured on the Departure Lounge? Well, send to Joel your questions by logging on to NBC6.net. Once you're there, click on the Departure Lounge and click on the button that says Email Joel.